Great evening. I was just watching the YouTube and came across this one, and I decided I would throw the cards. 4 dead, including 3 teen girls in apparent murder-suicide in Galena. Well, the girl, there was one that was pregnant, 19 years old, and the guy that killed them and then committed suicide was the boyfriend of the woman that owned the house. She was not there at the time. Now, what I'm getting from the reading, if this is right, that he is the father of the 19-year-old girl that was pregnant. So I was trying to figure out the reading here, but then also heard that before he killed these 3 teen girls and then killed himself, he raped the 12-year-old that was there and then told her to run. He raped her. There was a 1-year-old there. She grabbed the 1-year-old and got out of the house. So those 2 lived. But what I get from this was going into it, we have him trying to get away with something. Now, I think this was before. We have the 4 corners, again, not wanting to be questioned, wanting to keep this quiet. So there was a rapid action because there might have been an investigation. Doesn't look good, does it? So what we have going into it, we have trying to get away with something. When it came to, this is why I'm saying, he may be the father of the pregnant one and was afraid this was going to get found out. Okay? It could also, when I first read it, I was thinking, well, maybe this has to do with the murders, with him wanting to get away with the murders. But I don't think so. I think, now, the mother may not have known, because the daughter may have said something else and kept it on the QT that he was actually having sex with her and she got pregnant. So going into it, what we have now was, I think this had to do with the mother. She was gone at the time, but she had the major power. And he was thinking about an action, and he was looking towards what way? Towards here, that there might be an investigation, that energy. And so this would hang things up. If it came out that he impregnated her daughter, okay, this would overturn their relationship. So what we had at the center of this was the girl tied up, pregnant. Okay, so above it we have, this is his message, and it had to do with inside the home. Okay. We have the challenge. We have here the smug merchant. So again, this would lead you to think perhaps he's the one that impregnated the 19-year-old. This, I think, is her impregnation, holding on to it, and he wanted to get out of the situation. Okay? And wanted to not have this seen, not have it told. Then we have this sort of a religious aspect, or could be authorities when it comes to that, so he decided to take rapid action. So yeah, just looking at this, that's what I get out of this. Now I could be all wet, But I just sat there with it, and then heard he raped a 12-year-old before he took his life and killed the other girls. So I think that he was worried this was going to come back on him. His relationship with the mother would have been done at that point. He didn't want to be questioned about it. So he did this murder-suicide. And like I said, raped the 12-year-old as well. Wasn't enough that the 19-year-old is impregnated. This lowlife is going to rape the 12-year-old on top of it. So anyway, I'm going to leave that here. We'll have to see what more comes out on this case, if I'm, anyway, right or wrong, or if we'll ever know what the motive was behind this. But looking at the cards, I would say that looks like it could be what took place. Now, whether they were having relations on the side, willingly or not, remains to be seen. But yeah, looking at this, that's the best read I can get from the cards. The most logical thing, I'll put it that way. I can't say the best read. The most logical happenings looking at the cards, if the tarot is right in this case. So I'm going to leave the link about this in the description so you can hear it for yourself. What do you think?